How's it going, boys? Patrick Line, back with another video. Before this one starts, I just wanted to say hello to all my new subscribers. I recently did a collab with O Nyquist on his channel about some of the most disappointing players from last year, and I think I've almost doubled in size since then. So I just wanted to say a quick hello to all of my new followers and subscribers. And today's video, we're going to be looking at NHL goalies who went downhill very fast. So first on the list, in no particular order, we have Steve Mason. Mason started with the Jackets and won a Calder as Rookie of the Year. After 4.5 years of playing in Columbus, he was traded to Philly, where he also played 4.5 years there as well. Just recently, he had signed a 2-year, $4.1 million deal with the Jets, but it was mired with injuries, and he didn't play well at all. And it didn't help that Connor Hellebuyck had really emerged as the number one while he was hurt. And then he was traded to Montreal and bought out there. He hasn't signed another deal yet, but he's still only 30, so he's the youngest player on this list. And if you get a look at his career stats, you know, they're not too bad. He's almost lost his, well, if you count overtime losses, he has lost more games than he won, but he's at 500, and 911 save percentage isn't too bad. It's around league average for a career, I believe. But his last season was just pretty terrible, so he didn't really get another look, I guess. But as I said, as the youngest player on this list, I'm sure he could probably find another home maybe next year. I don't know if he plans on coming back or if he thinks he's played his last NHL game. But Steve Mason definitely went downhill pretty quickly. Up next, I have Cam Ward. Now, Cam Ward was a former first-round pick, and he had a very great start to his career. Winning a Stanley Cup and Conn Smythe as the playoff MVP in his rookie campaign. He was very good for the next 6 years, played great for Carolina, up until 2012 to 2014 when he only played 47 games due to injury, and that was almost the beginning of the tumble. After some very league average play, Carolina let him go, and he signed as a backup for the Hawks. He signed a 1-year deal, which is now over. So I'm not sure if Cam Ward is done his NHL stretch, but at 35, I'm not really sure what he still has left in him. As you can see, career stats very good. 334 wins and 701 games played is nothing to scoff at. His last season, he didn't even do too bad. You know, save percentage was a little below 900. The goals against average wasn't that great, but he did win 16 games and 33 games played. So around half of his games. I could definitely see Cam Ward signing another 1-year deal, somewhere else. But if his career is over, then it's been a pretty good run. We'll have to see if Cam Ward is done, but he definitely deserves a spot on the downhill goalies list. Next on my list, I have Antti Niemi. Now, Niemi also had a Cam Ward-like start after backstopping the Hawks to their 2010 Cup win as their playoff goalie. He split games with Cristobal Huet in the season. They also had Corey Crawford as their number 3. But he was the playoff goalie, and he helped them win their first Cup of their 3 of their dynasty. Every year that he's played 45 or more games, he's been pretty solid. But the last couple of years haven't been too kind to him. He's played on 3 different teams since 2017, and his save percentage has been far below the league average in that time. His time in Montreal hasn't been too bad. 2 years ago, in his first year in Montreal, he had a pretty good stretch. I think he had a .929 save percentage, but last year was, you know, it wasn't too great. .887 save percentage and almost a .380 goals against average. Almost a 4 goals against is not too good. He won as many games as he lost, though, so not too bad. But if this is the end of the line for Antti Niemi, then I think Montreal is a pretty good place to call it a career. Let's see what he has left in him. He may play next year, we're not sure, but he's definitely on the list of players who went downhill. So for the fourth and final player I have on this list, I have Kari Lehtonen. Now, the former second overall pick was very good in the 10-year stretch between 2004 and 2012. He played lights out for the Thrashers and Stars, the only 2 NHL teams he actually ever knew. I think one of the only reasons he's on this list is due to his contract. He was paid as a starting goalie, but he just wasn't logging the time. 2016 was really the beginning of the end, but his numbers were really good career-wise, which is why I'm wondering what exactly happened to Kari Lehtonen. I don't know of any big injuries that may have hurt his play. It might just be the contract. People were weary of bringing him on. But if you look at those career numbers, a .912 save percentage, 310 wins in 650 games, pretty much you can call it. Not bad at all. In his last season, .912 save percentage, that's probably around the league average, which is what his career was too. So I'm not sure why Kari Lehtonen didn't get another look last year. I don't know if he'll ever be coming back or not. I don't know if the 1 year off at 35 is something that he can come back from. We may see Kari Lehtonen again because he's probably the best career-wise goalie we have on this list, but he definitely went downhill pretty quickly, and so I'm going to throw him at number 4 on the list. And there you have it, guys. That is my list of 4 NHL goalies who went downhill very quickly. If you guys liked the video, go ahead and drop a like, maybe subscribe. And once again, just comment any videos you'd like to see. This was actually a suggestion I took from the last video from user Joshua BMNLG. So thank you for the suggestion. If you guys have any, leave them down in the comments. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.